Hey everyone, Dr. Luke Peterson here, physical therapist with the Knee Replacement Therapist. In this episode of the Need to Know Show, we're going to discuss how to safely and effectively get up from being on the floor, especially after having knee replacement surgery. What's the best way and the safest way and the easiest way, hopefully. And before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications if you're interested in our regular videos related to knee replacement surgery, exercises, rehab and recovery, and frequently asked questions and everything else in between. So the first option when it comes to when you find yourself on the floor or you may have fallen or for whatever reason after surgery is look for items nearby that are going to help you stand up easier. So things like a couch, an ottoman, chair, your bed, something that you can reach for and you're going to be able to use your arms to assist you to help kind of pull yourself up into a standing position a lot easier. So for example, let's say you have a chair or something similar nearby. So what you want to do is if you find yourself on the floor, is just scoot yourself over to where that chair is. And then at that point, once you're close enough and you can reach the chair and you can hold on to it, your goal is to basically get yourself to this position where you can walk your feet up and you use your arms to pull yourself up into standing. Now, if you're okay putting some pressure and kneeling a little bit on your knees, this can be okay, and you can just kind of come into this position on your hands and knees and then just kind of stand right up from there. If putting that pressure through your knees is uncomfortable, there's kind of two alternatives. One is just to kind of twist your whole body at once. Takes a little bit of increased upper body and arm strength. Or the other option is to kneel onto your non-surgical leg, the leg you didn't have surgery, but keep the leg you did have surgery kind of up so you're not putting pressure through it. So for example, say I had surgery on my left leg, but I don't have surgery and my right leg is okay. I kind of bring that left leg out like this, and then you can walk it in and come up to a standing position like that. The next option is if you don't have furniture around that's helpful, maybe you have a staircase nearby. So this is my makeshift staircase. So same thing, you want to scoot yourself over to where you're just right next to that staircase, and you're actually going to be with the staircase behind you or at your back. And you're going to use your arms and you're going to just scoot yourself up onto that first step. And this is actually harder than it will be in real life because most first steps are a little bit lower down than this. And then what you can do is that same exact thing, and then you're going to scoot yourself up on the next step. And you can get yourself up high enough to where you eventually feel like you're okay and you can push yourself up and come into a standing position. So that's the option if you have some stairs nearby that you can use. So let's say you don't have stairs, there's no furniture, there's no ottoman, there's no chair or couch nearby. In this case, again, you have a couple options. It's a similar technique, just where you're starting from is obviously a little bit lower now. So you can just turn yourself like this and come up onto all fours or a quadruped position and then come into a kneeling position and push up through there. People ask me, well, if I try this technique, should I use my surgical leg or my non-surgical leg? This leg, the one that's up in the air, is going to be the one doing the most effort and the most force to push you up into standing. If you have adequate strength in that surgical leg, you can have this one up here. It may be better than kneeling and putting all that pressure through your surgical leg. But the alternative is keep your surgical leg down, push through your stronger non-surgical leg, and just kind of tolerate that few seconds or moments where you have to kneel on that leg and have that pressure on your knee. Some ways to avoid having to kneel on your knees is, one is just rotating the whole body like this and then coming up into this bear crawling position. So just rotating like this and then walking your hands and legs up like this. That again takes a little bit of increased upper body strength and strength throughout in your abdominals and throughout. And then the other option is just kind of a mixture of the two. So again, kneeling on your non-surgical leg and keeping your surgical leg out to the side so you don't have to kneel and put pressure through it. So for example, if my left leg is the surgical leg, my right leg is the non-surgical leg, I'm going to turn my body, I'm going to kneel on my non-surgical leg, keep that surgical knee and leg out to the side, and then just again get yourself up into this bear crawling position and walk your legs and arms up until you're fully standing. So there's my top options that I would give someone after knee replacement surgery or any type of knee surgery to safely, effectively, and with the most ease get up from the floor after surgery. As you might see, it definitely takes a good amount of upper body strength, some leg strength, some mobility through your trunk and torso. And so there's really no perfect or ideal solution or answer or absolutely simplest answer, but at least this gives you some strategies that you can use that if you do find yourself in the unfortunate case that you've fallen or you're on the floor, that you can at least employ one of these strategies to get yourself up off the floor. Thankfully, this isn't something that you have to do constantly or even every day. You're probably doing this once in a hopefully very infrequent amount of time, just to, you have the unfortunate time where you end up on the floor. You can kind of power through and use one of these strategies to hopefully get yourself up into a little bit safer seated position. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you can help us out and you can catch all of our latest videos related to knee replacement surgery. Thank you very much for watching.